Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are back in Liverpool. We came up here recently in the video that I keep forgetting I've made talking about university. So you all knew about it pretty much if you watched those ones, but I kept going, I don't know if I've told anyone about this, so that was stupid. But hey, we're over it. I've just checked into my hotel room. I was just seeing if this gave away where I was. It doesn't. So, if you remember the last hotel we stopped in, it was in London, and it wasn't the best hotel, and I didn't show you it. I paid maybe a fourth the price, maybe a third or a fourth of the price of what I paid for that hotel for this hotel, and I thought I'd just show you what I got for my money this time round. I know it's different. London's a completely different city to Liverpool. To me, they're still both really big cities. So yeah, and today is a Sunday, so yeah, maybe it's discounted because it was a Sunday, I don't know. But yeah, this was a good purchase. I'm happy with this. These are like the last of my expenditures before my hours dropped and I got new in my new job. I've decided to take my shoes off while I'm talking to you. If you wonder what's going on here, yeah. So I'm trying to relish the moments of the final good pays before I change jobs and things. And this was a worthy purchase, this trip. I've loved it so far. I've pretty much got here, eaten, wandered, and now checking in, getting ready for the wrestling show. This is not the shirt I'm wearing. I'm about to go and have a shower before the show. Oh, there's extra pillows. They didn't have that in the other one. The other one, the pillows were paper thin. And I was like, what do I do? These have got extra pillows just in case. I keep wandering around because look, the light's there, and if I sit down, you're not going to be able to see me. So I don't want to. I'll tell you what. Let's lie down like a schoolgirl, like an American teenage rom-com teenager. So anyway, yeah, so I've checked in just, my show doesn't start till 6, but the doors open at 5, and I'm aiming to get there as soon as possible. But I wanted to shower, I've got some food, I want to eat my food, and I thought we'd just have a little bit of a moment to catch up and chat. I've gone from, like, weekly to monthly pay, which is scary as hell, because that means, like, the pay that's just gone in is Christmas money. I'm covering my mouth, I'm so sorry. The pay that's just gone is Christmas money, so I was walking around today looking for Christmas stuff in the middle of November. Well, end of November, but still, it's too early. And there's a Christmas market that you'll see footage of. I'm sorry for spoiling that a little bit. I'm going to try and get some more footage just on my phone, though. I'm aware of, well, I say I'm aware, I'm pretty sure that the contrast from filming on this to my phone is very jarring, but I might try and get some more footage of that, because when I go out of the hotel tonight, I don't want to take this with me, just in case I get security having a look at my coat. I'm not taking my bag, but if they look at my coat and they're like, oh, you can't take this in here, it's going to be a whole issue, so I don't want to jinx it. I've not had that issue yet, but I've always left my camera at home, or in the hotel room, yeah. So I've never had that issue yet, but I don't want to risk it, so we're not going to risk it. But yeah, we're gonna try and get some more footage while we're out, hopefully. I've filmed one bit. The one bit I'm talking about that I filmed is the bit you're about to see, if I put them in the right order, which is me at the Christmas market, and a woman comes up behind me, and I didn't know she was there, and I shit myself, and I turned the camera off. Because I was trying to make a silly joke. I tried. One thing I wanted to check just before I go for my shower. Am I the only person? I feel like I'm not the only person, but I might be. I mean, I've had a friend in the past that didn't pack a toothbrush or toothpaste for the hotel because she thought the hotel provided that. Anyway, am I the only person that packs, first of all, an extra pair of everything, clothes? So not just underwear, not just socks, an extra shirt, just in case. You never know. Yeah, I pack an extra one of everything. Usually I pack a towel too, but I've stopped doing that just for space reasons, unless I'm going away for a long time. I'll pack a towel then. And what's the other thing I was going to say? Oh, am I the only person as well? When I'm stopping with someone, when I'm stopping my own, it doesn't really make a difference. When I'm stopping with someone, and when I went home to charge, he was a bit like, okay, what happened? As soon as he walked into the room, I was like, I'm using the bathroom first. This is me. I'm using. I don't know why. It's something that's always been something we've always joked about, I suppose, as a family when we go away on trips, when we go on holiday together and stuff. When we go to our hotel or a B&B or a chalet or caravan or wherever we're stopping in, it's always a race who can use the bathroom first. So I've just carried that tradition on, but I feel like a weirdo for doing it. So I'm just curious, is that just me or does anyone else do it? Anyway, let's go for my shower because I really need to get this out of the way. It's like 3:30 and I need to get out again. It sounds really early, but it's not when I don't know where the building is. So yeah, we'll catch up again. So interspliced here will be just random shots of things that I do while I'm out, maybe on my phone. If I decide to film anything, I think I've got a couple of bits that as I was walking up here, I was like, oh, I'm going to film that. So you might have little bits interspliced into this. Then we'll have another little chat and that'll be it. Because the wrestling show I'm going to, I'll do a completely separate video for. So you don't have to worry about that being on here. We have a little bit of a chat to have as well. I say that in every video. I've noticed. I'm like, here's some clips. We've got something to talk about. Just watch those first. It's to get the ad revenue up if I was getting monetized for this, but I don't get monetized, so don't worry about that. This was a tangent you didn't need to hear. Yeah, I've got something that I want to sort of talk about maybe at the end of this video. So yeah, we'll go to the clips, of which I have 2 filmed, and we'll talk later. All right, this is like pillow talk. We're having pillow talk, and I really need to go. So can you stop having pillow talk with me? Thanks. It's beginning to look a lot like November.
And I bite my nose, spite my face. Let's be my point of view. I'm saying, say la vie, say la vie. When the rain goes down, then you don't know why. 'Cause there ain't a cloud in a big blue sky. It's the rain, say.
One thing I hate about hotels is the mirrors. Not much I can change about it. It's not something that I'm going to cry about, but they show off every single floor. I don't like it. That wasn't here last time I came. So, currently about to leave Liverpool on our way to Wolverhampton, which I've never been to, so I could get lost. And apparently the venue that we're going to watch Joe Lycett at isn't anywhere near the train station. So, it's going to be interesting, but the venue for my show last night was nowhere near the train station either, so we'll figure it out. But the only reason I wanted to talk to you right now is I can't wait to shave off my moustache for a start. But every time I press down on it, it's like colder than the rest of my skin. So like, it's the weirdest sensation I think I'll ever feel. That was such a worthwhile update, wasn't it really? And we're home! Why do I always do this? I've just thought about that. This is not how I intended the video to end. What is that noise? Oh, it's just pipe work. This is not how I intended the video to end, but travelling home a couple of days ago was horrific, to say the least. But we made it. We made it to Wolverhampton. I was going to try and film in Wolverhampton, but it was a bit of a mad rush. What I didn't realise was the Joe Lycett gig had moved. and it wasn't the Civic Hall anymore because they're refurbing it or something. So we ended up in a leisure village, and I wish, to be honest, I'd filmed the room, because it was just a sports hall, pretty much. There was a basketball hoop just above our heads to the right, which was interesting. Didn't expect that. And Joe Lycett and his support act, to be fair, constantly kept calling it a warehouse because it did feel and look like a warehouse. So it was a very unique place for a gig, but the show was really good. I wasn't really feeling like I was in the mood for it, but by the time it all started, I picked up a bit, and it was nice to see Millie again. We've been it's been a difficult year for us both, I suppose. We've both been, whenever we've met up, one of us has been in a mood or tired or something. With her going through everything she's going through currently at work, because her job is very hectic. She's not always been in the best of moods, and then I've not been in the best of moods either. So our conversations haven't been great, and we end up just usually meeting up saying how tired we are, how annoyed and frustrated we both are, and then we go separate ways. We spend like 2 hours together and then go separate ways. Whereas yesterday we saw each other as well. So for the past 2 days, it's felt like back to our old selves, sort of, which was really nice. I'm seeing her Saturday, I believe it's Saturday, and we're going to watch Frankie Valli. I don't know if I mentioned it, I'm sure I did. If not, you're going to hear about it at the end of the year. We went to see Jersey Boys together at the start of the year, January I think it was. And during that show, she was like, we should go watch Frankie Valli, he's doing a farewell tour. And she booked the ticket there and then, and here we go. So yeah, we're off to do that this weekend. It's been a crazy week, I suppose. I'd booked way too much into 1 week, but we're home, we're tired, we're ready for work today. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting to that point. We're near the end of the month. It's nearly time. I still don't want to say the word. So a couple of things I wanted to mention. I said there was something we need to talk about, and there's something I want to mention. So there's something I want to mention will come first. That is, there is a band in the clips you have just seen called Key West, I believe. Do you know what? It's upstairs, and I really want to go get it. We're going to talk and walk. Called Key West. Now, this is like an accumulation, is that a good word for it? Of everything that, this is terrible lighting, of everything that I had missed out on this year, in a way. So, I don't know if I mentioned it when I did the video in London when I was with Todd. I feel like it came up. I don't know why and how it would have came up. Where are you? Please tell me you're to hand or easy to find. So when we were in I feel like I did mention this. When we were in London, I saw a busker. There it is. Okay, cool. Now I know where it is. I can sit. I saw a busker and I really enjoyed the music, and he was selling albums. And I really wanted to get one of his albums, and I didn't. And we walked past a couple of times, and I was like, Todd, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna buy one of his albums. And he was like, well, if you want to go for it, mate, go for it. I said, I'll tell you what, we'll go and get somebody out. We'll go get a drink because we were really thirsty. And I was like, if we walk past and he's still there, it's a sign, and I'm getting his album. And we did that, and we walked past, and he was gone, which was really weird, in my opinion. He was gone by it was like 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock? 1 o'clock? Ish. Anyway, doesn't really matter. But it was a weird time, is what I'm trying to say, for a busker to just disappear. So yeah, I was a bit like, I should have just done it when I wanted to do it, and I didn't. I was very upset with myself. So, in Liverpool, there was a band, and I heard them playing a couple of times, walked past a couple of times, and I was really enjoying their music. It's like they're Irish, and the music's sort of Irish. It's not very, very Irish, but it's good. It's really good music. You'll hear the clip. I clipped, I think it was C'est La Vie, I think they were singing. And they were like, we're selling albums and we're signing them. And I was like, I've missed this opportunity once in my life, and I'm not about to do it again. I've walked past a couple of times and thought, this band's really good. Then I heard they were selling an album, and I did it again. I'm telling you. I decided I'll go get somebody out,
my hotel's in this direction anyway. I'll walk past. If they're still there, I will buy an album. I walked past, they were still there. I listened to them play a song before I bought the album, just to make sure. But I was sure I was going to get the album anyway. And I bought the album. Then, before I bought the album, it turns out they were from Ireland, and this was like their last day in Liverpool. They were going home, and they don't have a record label, and I didn't know the band name either. I'd walked past and tried to figure out what it said on the drum kit, like the drum kit, bass drum, is it? The big drum, had a name on it, and I couldn't really read it, and I was like, oh, I hope I've just read that right. And I didn't, I don't think. I can't remember what I thought the name was. But there you go, and I went and bought the album, and they complimented my bag, and I get compliments about my bag everywhere I go. Can you not? Or we'll talk about you soon. Well, the person who's talking to me about. Yeah, so they complimented my bag, which I get a lot of compliments about my bag on. So I got talking to them a little bit as well, and they seem genuinely lovely. They were missing their electric guitarist because he's ill, which was pretty sad. But from what I heard, it sounded great anyway. Yeah, so we bought their album. Their album is down here. It's 2 albums, 4, and their band is Key West, and there's the signatures, and there's the albums. I haven't listened to the albums yet. Like I said, I came home yesterday, and then me and Millie went to Birmingham, so I didn't really get time to sort out the albums. Sorry, I was looking at the albums. Sort out the albums and listen to them or anything. But they do have a YouTube channel, and you'll see the clip, and if you're interested, their YouTube channel will be in the description. Maybe their Twitter, if I find their Twitter as well and stuff. We'll see. But I'll definitely put their YouTube channel underneath, because I really enjoyed this band, and I think you should check them out. Yeah, so that's the one thing that I wanted to tell you. Yes, so I've got 2 things I want to inform you about. So the one thing is really quick. The reference for university has come through. And I preferred it when it was on someone else's shoulders. Now it's back on my shoulders and I have to act on this, and I don't like it. So I'm currently trying to figure out which university to go to. Anyway, we're over that and we're not talking about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it, it's stressing me out. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I'm listening to a podcast called Inside the West End, where they interview loads of different aspects, different people from different areas from theatre. So they don't just do actors, singers, musicians, they do directors, and I think stage managers in there at one point, people that work in the flies, everyone. They try and interview anyone and everyone they can. Writers, there's the one I'm listening to, sorry, that one just hit me. Writers, they're currently interviewing the writers that did, interesting enough, Half a Sixpence, the newest rendition of it, they wrote the book for. So yeah, I'm listening to that. I listened to the first one, which was about I can't remember his name, but the main bloke in School of Rock currently in London, before it debuted. His was really interesting, and I'm listening to Newton Faulkner at the minute. I think I finished that one. I'm not 100% sure. I'm listening to how he views things, and it's helping me view things in a different way. He's mentioned a book in his interview that I've now got the audiobook of and I'm listening to try and help me out. And then Dan, I believe is the name of the lad the guy that plays Dewey in School of Rock. He was talking about how he prepares, because in that show apparently he's on stage the whole time. He gets 10 minutes off stage, and they're like, how do you prepare for stuff like that? And he was talking about, like, for his voice and things, he cut out chocolate and sugary sweets and sugary drinks and things because it can affect your throat, and I knew that already. So it led me to make the decision of maybe I should do that too. I've been doing it a lot recently, a lot of chocolate, a lot of fizzy drinks and things, because like I know we all do, I'm sure we all do it. With my mood, like, drops drastically a lot. Something will happen and I'll be like, God's sake. And that's been happening a lot recently. So I've been eating a lot of chocolate. I literally the other day, I worked it out, I had over 200 grams of chocolate in like an hour. And then like a full bottle of like over a litre of Coke and things, which is not healthy. And it's really affecting my joints, and my mood, I'd say, probably. in a really negative way, but I get back into my habit of just eating crap, and look, here we are. So, I've decided if I mentally check it as this will help with my career. Sorry, my mum's hung a shirt up over there, and it's not usually where I put that shirt, and just took me by surprise because I only just noticed it. If I put it down to something that will help my career, I'm hoping that mentally that will click, and I will stop doing stupid things. I was meant to start Monday, but with the way my travel was, I didn't get to eat. We got to the venue, I was hoping there'd be something fit to eat there, and there wasn't really, so I ended up eating a flapjack with white chocolate and strawberry flavour, a Rocky Road, and a packet of crisps, as well as a pint of Coke, and then we went to KFC afterwards because I still hadn't eaten properly and I was starving, and so was Millie. So yeah, that was a bad choice, try and start that day. And then yesterday I tried to be a bit healthier, but it sort of worked out, sort of didn't. So yeah, we're still sort of trying to say we started Monday, because I'm not one of these people that goes, it didn't start Monday, we'll start next Monday, and then just do crap again for the rest of the week. So we're still pretending we started Monday, and we're going to try and eat healthier. I had before my travel, I had a banana, but I also bought a millionaire shortbread because I fancied a millionaire shortbread. So that didn't go to plan very well, but I ate a banana too, so we're swings and roundabouts. We're trying to eat healthier. We're trying to pick the healthier option. Yeah, so fingers crossed we're going to stick to this. And we're going to try and work on our eating habits and our appetites. I'm not going to be really strict with it. There are certain things that... My Christmas tradition, I always have a strawberry skewer covered in chocolate. It's usually white chocolate or milk chocolate, sometimes dark chocolate, from the German market in Birmingham. That is going to have to stick, and a pretzel. And I'm obviously going to have to stick to that because that's just tradition. I've got to stick to my tradition. So I'm not trying to cut it out completely. I'm trying to do less of it. And maybe at some point it'll become a permanent thing, but I don't see that happening ever. I'm being realistic. But yeah, I'm going to try and... Around show week, I usually, when I'm doing shows, I try when I'm about to perform a show, I try not to do anything like that. I try not to eat chocolate or drink anything fizzy. But yeah, I'm going to try and extend that and try to cut it out as much as I can, and try and have less of that in my diet. And then when it comes to show week, I'll cut it out completely, and then back to reality of doing it a little bit. Anyway, that was very rambly, and I do apologise for that, but I said I wanted to talk about it with you, and now we've spoke about it. We're nearly the end of the month. We made it, and I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy with how we've done. So you're probably going to get the video that I wasn't sure I was going to post. You'll probably end up getting that. But I'm planning to do one after it as well, that was meant to come out at the end of November, so that one was meant to be 30 days in November? Yeah. So the video that I'm talking about is meant to come out on the 29th, and then I was meant to do another one on the 30th. I don't know if I'm going to get time to do that. We'll see, as today's like the 27th, 28th. Today's the... Oh, look at all my friends. 28th. Today's the 28th. So I don't think that is going to happen. Because I've got the video I'm going to post today, which is probably this one, then the wrestling one from when I was at the show, and then obviously the shaving one, which is the 30th, so the one after it is probably going to come after that, but we'll see how it all works out. So yeah, apologies for the ramble, and I'll see you again in the next video, which will be that video, actually. That's crazy. Pretty proud of me. I'm pretty proud of me for making it this far.